wasn't it? Amen. God's laughing too. Let me tell you something. God laughs sometimes when I'm preaching. He likes to put me on the spot. God one time had me on the spot. Can I share a story with you real quick? I know it's getting late. Just hang in there with it. This is be worth the wait. You know, I was preaching in my church one time. I had about 800 people on a Thursday night in my church. And I'm preaching. I just flew in from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Preaching a camp meeting with Buddy Harris and Kenneth Hagin's son-in-law. And anyway, I may have shared this here, maybe I didn't, I don't know. But I flew in, and so I didn't have time to go to the house. So Helen met me, my wife met me at the office, and had me a change of clothes there and everything. So I flew in, got in from New Orleans, drove to the church and all. I had a shower, everything in my office at my church and all. And so I took a shower, changed clothes and everything. Came out, and I started preaching that night. At that time, I was preaching around 23, 24 nights a month, it seemed like, on an average. Anyway, let me tell you what happened. That night, I literally preached out of my underwear. Now, let me explain. Had no idea. What happened, Helen had washed a batch of clothes with too much Clorox and some other chemicals. Okay? That it made it kind of like dry rotted, like you just barely would pull it and it would tear. You know, and she happened to grab one of those when she brought that to my office. He not knowing any better. I take my shower, I come out. That night I'm preaching on getting rid of the ants. I do CrossFit teaching, annoying negative thoughts. Okay? Man, I'm preaching away like a house of fire, man. You know what? And while I'm preaching, all of a sudden, I can start feeling things going down my head. I'll never forget this. You know, and I couldn't figure it out. I remember I had boots on that night, and I could feel it going down my boots, and I started feeling things in places that ain't supposed to be there. I'm serious. True story. Jesse ain't got nothing on this one. And man, I'm trying to keep my mind on the message, man. And man, again, I'm feeling these things, and everywhere, and all of a sudden, as I'm going across the platform, every once in a while, I see a little strip of cloth. And I'm trying to let people not to notice what's going on. I got a plexiglass pulpit like this. I can't get behind and check anything. I mean, it's a free show, you know what I'm saying? And so, man, I'm feeling these things. My God, I'm trying to keep my mind on the message. And, man, just something ain't feeling right here. And then I'm like, man, where are these little strips of cloth coming from? And finally, it got to a point I just couldn't keep my thoughts together. And so I called for my worship leader. Come on up here. I said, God's wanting to change the mood of the meeting. Lie like a dog, man. I said, go on up here and lead the people in worship, would you? And boy, I got to work with that boy. I beelined into my office, man. I wanted to get out of there. I didn't know what was going on. I got in my office, and man, I pulled my coat off, loosened my tie, unbuckled my pants, and when I dropped them, all I had left was a thong. True story. True story. And you know, and then I'm standing there with my shirt, my tie on and everything, my pants down around my ankles, and Helen opens the door. What you doing? My wife. I said, it ain't what you think. I mean, she was shocked as I was. And then she started laughing. She told me what happened. I said, I can't believe you done that. You didn't realize what that put me through there tonight? Come on, church. And then all of a sudden there's a knock on my door. And my little boy, he's younger than come out the nursery, about 5.5 years old. And he's walking in, he's crying. He said, Daddy, and he's holding his britches in the back. There's something in my pants. I said, come here, son, I know what the problem is. And my oldest son was about 12 years old. He was the drummer. And man, he was missing his beats that night. I kept giving him the eye. And that's when he told me after we got home. He said, Daddy, there was something in my pants. I said, I can tell you what it was. It was hitting the whole family, man. And so, well, you got to see this, man. And so after that, I fixed myself up. So I'm trying to sneak out my church, right? I open my door, and one of the little precious elderly ladies, probably in her 80s, you know, they're very faithful to the church. And she looks at me and she says, oh, Brother Duplantis, that was such a wonderful message tonight. By the way, I hope you didn't mind, but I took one of them prayer cloths off the platform. I hope you didn't get the tag fruit of the Loom. believe God videoed it. I believe he stopped all the heaven's angels. Come here. I want everybody to see this. This kid, boy, is in a bind down there.